As you take a look at this fine Mitten state, I bet you're a little curious as to where the fancy people live, drive their Lamborghinis, and use their $100 bills as toilet paper. Stick around then, I'm going to break down the top 10 richest communities in Southeast Michigan right now. What's going on, everyone? Andrew McManaman here with Living in Michigan, the go-to resource for relocating and moving within the fine Mitten state. I have received so many texts, calls, and emails from people wanting to make the move to Michigan. So let this be your resource to do the same. But first, smash the subscribe button and the notification bell so hard you break your screen so you never miss out on an upload. Starting at the top of the list, sitting at number 10, is the one and only Novi. Novi is a pretty cool place. Growing up in Brighton, I was only about 15 to 17 minutes away from Novi, and it's obvious to me to have this awesome city on the top 10. Not only does the city have a lot of wonderful attractions, Novi has a median household income of over $98,000, which comes out to be roughly 56% above the national median average. The median home value is around $322,000 with a population of over 60,000 people. Side note, you'll notice as I creep closer to number 1, the population decreases more, driving up the city's averages. If you're looking for more information about the awesome city of Novi, I made a video a couple weeks ago that I will link below. Moseying on over to number 9, Troy. Troy has a median household income of over $101,000, which correlates to 62.1% over the median average. The population is sitting at over 83,000 people, which is massive. This dense suburban city has a median home value of over $301,000. Remember how I said the closer I get to number 1, the population decreases more? Troy is an exception. Troy is known to be a leader in business with premier office centers and shopping destinations. So it's no surprise the city found its way onto multiple sources' top 5 best places to live in Michigan. I mean, it made it on mine, and that says something. I'll link that video below, so if you want to give it a look. Taking a gander at number 8. Grosse Pointe Woods. There's a few different Grosse Pointes in Michigan, and believe me when I say they aren't as gross as you would think.
Some people think it's kind of gross.
I love gross.
Really?
3 of them made my list of richest communities in Michigan, and again, that says a lot. Grosse Pointe Woods has a population of over 15,000 people and a median home value of over $244,000. Within those 15,000 people, the average household income is sitting over $104,000. Just a short 23-mile drive in your McLaren is number 7, Birmingham. The first time I went to Birmingham, I was passing through as a kid on my way to a competitor's hockey rink, and the atmosphere always blew me away. It did as a kid, and it still does to this day when I visit my other office that's off of Woodward Avenue. From the downtown life to all the extraordinary homes in the neighboring subdivision, it's a head-turning area you need to check out. With a population of over 21,000 people, Birmingham's median home value skyrockets from number 8 up to over $541,000 with a median household income over $122,000. With 60.5% of households earning over $100,000. This fine city also ranked within the top 5 on the most source platforms for the best public schools in Michigan, and is ranked high for best suburbs for professionals. So if you're feeling a little professional, find your spot in one of Birmingham's suburbs. Taking a few turns off of Woodward Avenue brings us to number 6, Beverly Hills. And this isn't the Beverly Hills that Weezer sings about in that song, what was it called? Oh yeah, Beverly Hills. This is Beverly Hills, Michigan, not California. A lot of people don't know this is a city in Michigan, but believe me when I say there's over 10,000 people smashed in the middle of Telegraph Road, Woodward Avenue, and I-696 that say differently. With a median household income of over $127,000 and a median home value of over $387,000, this rural city has found its way into Niche.com's number 2 spot for best places to buy a home in the Detroit area. Approximately where Woodward Avenue and I-696 collide takes us to number 5, Huntington Woods. Do you like animals? Because let's just say you're going to have a very nice commute to Detroit Zoo, since it's hardly 2 miles down the road. The little city of Huntington Woods is about 1.5 square miles with a population of around 6,500 people. But within those 1.5 square miles is an average household income of $136,000 and a median home value of over $362,000. And just a 23-mile private helicopter ride directly east will knock you right into number 4. Grosse Pointe Farms. Median home values in Grosse Pointe Farms are over $355,000 with a population of roughly 9,200 people. I'd say they live a pretty healthy lifestyle with a median household income of just over $143,000. I mean, what person in their right mind wouldn't want priceless views of Lake St. Clair? I'm not going to raise my hand and I can tell you that for free. Getting gross with another community is number 3, Grosse Pointe Shores. Grosse Pointe Shores has a median home value of over $523,000 and a population of just over 2,800 people. The median household income in this gem of a city is over $162,000. After talking about all these different Grosse Pointes, isn't it interesting that they all are right next to each other, bordering the water, but are unique in their own way? Almost like fraternal quintuplets. There's 5 of them, some are pretty, some are smart, and some of them are both. The first time I saw the Grosse Pointes was when I traveled to the eastern side of the state for some showings I had for an investor. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to stop, but I was able to see as much as I could driving down the Etzel Ford Freeway. After driving your Jeep Wagoneer northeast just a little bit, it'll take you to the number 2 spot, Bloomfield Hills. Bloomfield Hills was really my first sample of wealth that wowed me as a kid. When I was younger, I played for the Birmingham Rangers AA hockey team, and the home arena was the Cranbrook Wallace Ice Arena off of Lone Pine Road. My parents drove my brothers and I down that road multiple times a week, knowing that my favorite Red Wings players at the time were just a few streets over. Bloomfield Hills has a median home value of over $860,000 and a median household income of over $178,000. Having a population of just over 4,000 people, this suburban rural mix of a city is known to have great public schools and parks worth living next to. Now for the moment you have all been biting your fingernails for, number 1. Lake Angeles. Lake Angeles is a city that surrounds the sought-after Lake Angeles. Makes sense, I know. The city is made up of only 1.64 square miles. 1 mile is land and 0.6 miles is water. This city has a whopping 275 people who bring home a median household income of over $214,000. With that in mind, when Halloween comes around, it's clear to see who's going to be giving out the king-size candy. The median home value in this square mile of homes is over $1.25 million. Well, that concludes the list of the top 10 richest communities in Southeast Michigan. If you're looking for more information about the locations I talked about in this video, or even ones I didn't, please don't hesitate to reach out, as I'm always happy to be your go-to Michigan resource. Thank you as always for watching my videos about living in Michigan. If you're enjoying them and they are bringing you value, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and hit the little bell so you are notified every time I come out with a new video. Be sure to stay tuned for the next one.